safe injection sites. This video is brought to you by the Officer Tatum store. The Officer Tatum store. Get the merch link in the description section. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live. Make sure you still subscribe and comment on this video. Let's get into this. So South Philly. The politicians in South Philly should be ashamed of themselves. They should be utterly ashamed of themselves. They have decided to push forward and become the first, I believe they're the first city in the entire country to have what they call safe injection sites. I don't understand what logic these people are operating in. There's no such thing as a safe injection site. So essentially what this is, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm gonna let you hear some of the community members yell at these people about how fraudulent they are. But this is a facility that you can bring illegal drugs into. Now, they won't furnish you illegal drugs, thank God, but you can bring your illegal drugs into. Now, let's put this in perspective. You are going to walk past police officers that know you're going there in possession of illegal drugs. You go into this facility, they give you a needle and let you shoot up. What planet are we living on? And not only while you're in the clinic, bringing in illegal drugs, they let you shoot up in there. They also have medical supplies and what you would call Narcan, that if you overdose on heroin inside of this facility, they can use measures to bring you back to life. So they're gonna let you get high for free, and then when you die, they're gonna bring you back to life on taxpayer dollars. Now, I haven't verified yet if this is completely privately funded or taxpayers are paying for this injection site. Now, here's the problem in South Philly. I want to let you hear it from the residents, and then I'm going to talk about it after the clip. Roll the film.
To us. You don't come to our meetings. When we had a meeting about crime, where were you to tell us about what was going on? You were all silent. You were all silent, and you were silent because you snuck it in. You blindsided us. So tell everybody in South Philly, generations of families who don't leave, who have college degrees, who sit there and stay in their community, who raise our children there. Because for you, that's the street you go down when you go to an Eagles game and a Sixers game. You don't sit there and live in that community. You don't walk on date night like my husband and I do to Passyunk Avenue. You don't take your kids to the daycare like I do. And what about the mothers who have to sit there and walk by, step over the bags to take their kids into the daycare? Are you going to clean or outside? I don't care about inside. I care about needles outside. I care about bags outside. I care about what my children have to see at 6 and 10 years old, that I have to explain hardened drug addiction. This is unacceptable, and you were a sneak about it. Look at us when we tell you, Mr. Rendell, you were a sneak. I will not call you governor because you are no longer governor. You're a sneak. Now answer that.
We are there to represent the people who we are elected to represent. And nobody knew about that. We have questions, people call in our offices, we don't know the answers. And that's not fair. Whether you support the site or you oppose the site, what was done here was horrible, a disgrace to the city of Philadelphia.
Yes,
it's not part of democracy, and nobody else would do this. Canada didn't even do this. Canada had support from the community before they put it into a community. You didn't. You didn't even go out to the community and do it. You just put it there. We want to help the people who are addicted. And you're telling me open a place for 4 hours a day, 5 days a week is going to help the addicted people? They don't only shoot up during those times? This is wrong. This is not helping the addicted people. This is not helping the people who live in those communities. We are here to represent the people in the community. And you know the only reason why you did this because you wanted Philadelphia to be the first site in this country to be a safe injection site. And that's the only reason why you did it. We are here and we worked with you and we went to visit safe injection sites in Toronto and we saw what happened. We talked to the businesses close by. They had to hire extra people to pick up needles in and around that community because of the safe injection site. Because when it was closed, where do the people inject? They inject near that site.
Now, if you can picture, and you live in Philly, if you can picture where this is located, it's a building, right? And then there's multiple units within this building. There's a child care facility in the building. There's an old folks facility in the building. There's other businesses in this building that people are going into and injecting drugs. Now, as a former police officer, I'm telling you this because I'm sure as I'm sitting here on this video that What comes with facilities like this is higher crime in the area, druggies in the area, and violence in the area. Because they are going to go and congregate where they can go and legally shoot up drugs. And that's outside of places where young children have to walk to, where they have to step over. People getting injected with needles hanging out their arm. This is crazy to me. And you want to put kids in a position and families in a position to be exposed to that like they do in California. You're supposed to just step over them and explain to your kids, like the lady said, why a dude is high on drugs laying out here in the middle of the road. And they're going to come congregate. People that sell drugs are going to be in the area. When these people get high and they can't make it to the clinic, or they're coming out the clinic high, they're going to be in the area. I've seen this happen too many times. When I was a police officer in Tucson, we had a place at Glen and First and Glen. If you know about Tucson, at First and Glen, there's a Circle K there. There's a methadone clinic there. My God, on the Friday when everybody get paid, there's 40 people at the bus stop selling the methadone, selling drugs, getting high, congregating in the area. That Circle K is probably one of the most dangerous Circle Ks to be in the city because it's drawing all of those people to that area. It's shameful. It's shameful. This is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you have politicians who are failures. They care more about your emotional feelings than they do about facts and reality. There's no way on God's green earth there should be a safe injection site. The only safe injection you should have is in prison. You should be in prison. And they should be injecting you with something that could counteract that heroin you just took. There's no reason for that to be a situation that is so in the United States of America. It breeds crime. It breeds dependency. It breeds drug addicts. And what they're trying to do to you is they want more drug addicts on the street so they can take more of your tax money to say they're fighting the opioid epidemic, so they can keep lying and they can keep running for office and you keep voting for them for them to do a whole bunch of nothing. If you think I'm playing, wait to see how this turns out in South Philly. The citizens are mad. People are logically upset. Wait till people start taking pictures of these fools laying out high on drugs, dying, and passing out in this facility next to children and elderly people. Come on, man. Anyway, I thought I'd throw that out there so y'all can see and know what's going on in South Philly and what's going on with these crazy, lunatic Democrats all around the country. Make sure you comment on this video. Let me know what you think. Is B. Tatum tripping or am I on to something? Like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the bell so you get notification anytime I make videos and go live. Make sure you visit the Officer Tatum store where you get all the cool merch. Y'all know what it is. I'll see you on the next one.